Morning. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Um, how's everybody doing today? Everybody doing good? Hold on. Let me get my situation here. Thank you very much for all of your beautiful words about Charlie. I'm so unbelievably proud of that kid. Honestly, such a brave kid. Like, to teach herself a dance from YouTube. She literally taught herself a dance from YouTube and went and like improvised and did all this stuff. I'm trying to figure out how to fix the lighting here. Anyway, hold on. Ugh, really? It's fucking super annoying. I have about as much patience for technology as like none. I have not. Oh my God. I don't understand why. Okay, just stay like that. Okay. So anyway, I have not been outside yet, so I don't know how cold it is, but I'm sure it's cold. But yeah, so if you went to Instagram, then you saw her dance and you can hear my obnoxious screaming. So obnoxious. But that's the mother she gets. It just is what it is. There's good and bad having me as a mother. But anyway, I was so proud of her. And like her working in her, working in her walkovers and working in her back handsprings and working in her aerials and her step outs and all of that. Like, Charlie is self-taught. Anybody who is a trained dancer will see that she's self-taught. Her arms are not in the right position. Her turn so you're facing the window and the phone's in front of you. Oh, look at Kelly. Look at God coming through on the advice here. Hold on. Let me see if this works. Oh, well, so glad that I work in Hollywood and can't figure out lighting, but I'm not a grip. Look at that. Oh. Well, ta-da. Anyway, yeah, I'm super proud of her. And listen, I'm okay with the fact that, so a lot of people, let me just get to this so then we can get to coffee talk. A lot of people ask me, no, like the screen. What? Turn? What? Cal, what? Anyway, a lot of people ask me why doesn't Charlie take actual dance classes if she loves to dance? because Charlie does not do well in like regimented turn so you're facing the window and phones in front of you. Turn so you're facing the window. Is that not what I'm doing? I don't know what you mean. So she doesn't do well in regimented, like, classes. Like some kids thrive in like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 4 to 6 dance class in a room with a, yes, Terry, that is true. She is an athlete. Like, she just doesn't do well with regimented dance classes. Some kids thrive with like that kind of instruction. So I've tried putting Charlie into dance or gymnastics or whatever, and she quits after 2 weeks because she can't handle being in a class like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. She's like, yeah. So she is the kind of kid that's like, just give me a video. I know how to move my body. She has a lot of self-awareness about her body, a lot. Like, she knows her capabilities. She knows, she trusts herself. The thing that's interesting to me about Charlie physically is she trusts herself and her body so much, like way more confidence than we have. She, like truly, where most people are afraid to like throw, okay, Jesse, you don't have to be a fucking asshole, so I'll just block you and now you don't have to hear shit about my kid anymore. Bye. She, like most kids are afraid to just do an aerial, you know, which is a no-handed cartwheel. And Charlie was like, no, I think I can do this. And like, just, hold on. So, anyway, thank you for all your kind words about her. Thank you for all your support for her. She is, I was so proud of her. She was so nervous. She was crying before and shake, you know, doing the whole, remember I told you she has the anxiety thing, like this, wringing her hands and, you know, and it was like a lot. And I just said to her, like, you were born for this. You truly were. You're not, I said to her, you are good at everything you do except singing. And she goes, noted. And I was like, sorry, girl, you're not a good singer. Morgan, you can watch it on Instagram. And it's in the comments from last night's picture on Facebook. I can't post the video on Facebook because they'll take it down because of the music. But anyway, if you were my best friend, you would know I was doing coffee talk. So anyway, I just told her, like, you were born for this. You're not curing cancer. You're not leaping from a building. You're not building a Lego set. You're not like making shoes. You're dancing. Like, this is what you were born to do. And I have to let you do it within the capacity that you will have the most fun, because forcing you into ballet classes will not work. It'll be a waste of my money. You'll be frustrated. You'll be bored as all get out. And everyone's like, put that kid in dance. I'm like, no, won't work. It will not work. Anyway, so that was her. And so last night was great, and all the acts were great, and OLS did an amazing job on the talent show. So, but I want to talk to you about something really, really important, okay? If you keep yourself in a bad situation, in a situation that is not meant for you, for too long, you will eventually forget how not meant for you it is and get comfortable. And you will waste years of your life. What do I mean? I took a job when I first got out of college. And it was not a job I wanted. It was just supposed to be a short-term 3-month thing until I could figure out how to get back to New York from Baltimore and the whole thing, right? And 2 years later, I'm still in that job, very comfortable, working for the man, making a paycheck, doing the thing. It was MCI WorldCom, by the way. That's how old I am, it was MCI WorldCom. But anyway, what I realized in looking back at that situation was I got into a situation that I knew was not meant for me. I didn't want to be there. I didn't grow. It didn't serve me. I hated the people I was working for. But eventually, I forgot how bad it was for me. I forgot how not soul-serving it was for me, and I got comfortable. And before I knew it, I had wasted 2 years of my life working for a company that I couldn't stand. They couldn't stand me. Okay? And I realized, oh my God, if I don't make a change, if I don't make a move, okay, I am going to literally die behind the desk of being the secretary of this person who doesn't even like me, who I don't like. I don't even know why we put up with each other. And I'm like, this doesn't serve me. And I noticed that as a human being, I did that a lot of times. And I did it in relationships. I would get involved with a guy and say, like, I really don't want this to become anything serious. But then we would spend more time together and more time together. And before I knew it, we would be like dating, right? And you forget how just not soul-serving the situation is for you. It's easy to forget that something is bad for you if you're comfortable. And then you get comfortable and you wake up one day and you go, I just wasted 3 years of my life in this not good for me relationship because I got comfortable. Comfort, we all think that's what we want. I just want to be comfortable. I just want to be comfortable. No. Do you know what happens to marriage? Goes to the graveyard when you get comfortable. It goes to the snooze city when you get comfortable. And listen, we're all tired. I know some of you are watching this right now going, girl, I'm tired. I'm tired. I can't work on change. I can't work on sexy time. I can't work on all those things. I'm tired. We're all tired. Everybody's tired. But comfort is where excitement and sexy time and aspiration and motivation go to die. So when you willingly put yourself in situations that are bad for you, eventually you will forget how bad that situation is for you. And I don't mean bad like necessarily like dangerous or abusive. I just mean like not soul-serving, okay? Not soul-serving. And then you just get comfortable. You just get comfortable in situations that don't pour into you. Happy birthday, Lucinda. And you just look up one day and you're like, not only am I not fulfilled, but like this situation I've been in has done nothing to help me grow. It's done nothing to take me further. It's done nothing. Like, there's nothing worse than looking back at your life and realizing that you wasted years doing something that wasn't even good for you. It's different if you look back at a situation and you go, and everyone's like, well, every situation is something to teach you. Sometimes the lesson is simply don't waste your own fucking time. Truly, sometimes that's the lesson. What did that relationship have to teach me? 3 years in a relationship that didn't pour into me. I didn't grow at all. I was stale and comfortable and bored. What did it teach me? It taught you, stop wasting your fucking time. This is not a dress rehearsal. My father was 53 years old when he died. 53. My husband is 59. 6 years older than my father when he died. This is not a dress rehearsal. You don't get to do this again. And even if you do get to do it again and you believe in reincarnation or whatever that is, right? You might come back as a coyote. You don't know. You're not going to ever get to come back to this life again. And if one more person says to me, why would you give up a career in Hollywood to open a coffee shop, to say, I don't care anymore. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care anymore what anybody else thinks about my choices. Because if you don't look at your life and say, am I comfortable in a situation that isn't good for me? Have I literally just gotten used to how not soul-serving this is for me? Do you know how depressing it is to look at your life, to look at your job, to look at your routine, to look at your marriage, to look at your whatever and go, I literally have gotten so comfortable in how not motivating this is for me, how not good this is for me, how not growing this is for me. Oh, brutal. It is brutal. Now listen, if you're in a marriage right now that feels stale to you and you're listening to this going, oh my God, that's me, that doesn't mean you have to get a divorce. This isn't a wake-up call to get a divorce. This is a wake-up call to say, if your current situation isn't serving you, if you are not growing, if you are not alive from the decisions you are making, if you are not living through your life, it is not too late to make a change. You can choose to live through your life. You don't have to choose monotony and boredom and comfort. You can say, I love my husband or my boyfriend or my girlfriend or my wife. I love them. I want to live with them. I'm tired of being comfortable. I'm tired of being okay with whatever, and make a change. But action requires work. And most of us are too lazy to live in our own lives because comfort is easy. It is easy. It rolls one day right into the next day. Truly. So comfort doesn't require a lot from us. And people go, but Jamie, you're different. You're cut from a different cloth. You can just change career. You can just change this. No, I'm not any different than you are. I'm probably louder. I spit when I talk, and I definitely have a worse accent than you do, but I'm no different than you. God has not given me anything that God has not given you. He doesn't. Well, he probably gave you a booty and he didn't give me one. And I'm mad for that. I'm going to keep it 100. I'm mad for that. Yesterday, I tried to twerk on Olivia and you know what she said? Keep your flat jeans off me. That is hurtful and disrespectful. And somebody get this kid out of my house. But God didn't give me a booty because he knew. He knew. I don't even act right with the one I got now. So he knew I was not going to act right if I had a big booty. Could you imagine? And I'm telling you 150%, and you don't believe me, but I'm telling you now, if I had a big booty, I would be the most disrespectful ass-having woman you have ever met. I would put my ass all over everybody, all over, all the time. Okay? This is why I didn't get one. But going back to what I was talking about, God did not give me any power, any motivation, any strength, any whatever that he didn't give you. I'm not any more special or less special than you are. Oh, Olivia thinks she's funny because Olivia got a giant donk. I don't know where she got it from. It's almost a joke. It's almost irony that it's like literally what I wanted my whole life, and then my first child comes into the world with a shelf coming off the back of her body. What? Anyway, you get my point. And my point is that as long as you are comfortable being comfortable, you will stay exactly where you are. period. I love how everybody is like literally trying to help me get a butt now. Y'all, there's no helping this. It's genetically flat. There's nowhere, I can't go anywhere, okay? There's nowhere to go. I could squat from now until Jesus blows the trumpets and brings me home, and nothing will happen except that my legs will be sore, okay? I could gain 50 pounds, which I have when I was pregnant. It doesn't go to the back, okay? My face will get big as shit and I'll look like Fat Bastard from Austin Powers or whatever, but I will get nothing in the back. Genetically, my glutes are never formed. There's no glute muscle. It's just nothing. Anyway, somebody said, what if I want to live my life with the person I'm married to, but they don't want to make a change? That's a very, very good question. What do I do when my life is comfortable, right? But the person that I'm with doesn't want anything but comfort? Well, then you got to really think about making a change. Then you really got to think about making a change. And I know that is scary. That is scary. Because then people go like, well, what's worse? Living a life of comfort and zero satisfaction, but staying married, or moving on and pursuing living my life? And I think you have to really decide what decision you can live with the least amount of regret and resentment, because regret and resentment will eat away at you like a staph infection. Okay? So you have to decide, will I have more regret and more resentment if I stay with someone who refuses to help us live the rest of this life, or if I break up my family and I move on? You have to decide. Only you can decide that. I can't help you. But I will tell you that when Michael and I get to a place where I'm like, I'm so bored that I'm going to cheat. That's how bored I am. I'm bored. I can't do it. I cannot do this. I literally go to him and say, I just want you to know I'm so bored, I'm going to cheat. Now it's on you. Here we are. And then it's on him. And, he typically gets the fuck up. But you can't truly live in a life with decisions that you have made if the person that you expect to go through this life with you doesn't want to live. If they just want to sit and fucking do the same shit every day, come home, and and I'm not talking about spending money. I'm not talking about going on trip. You don't have to be rich to live your life. But you need to find common interests and do things that excite you and get outside and get into nature and put your feet on the ground and have sex and fucking make out and cook together and whatever. It can't just be make decisions and die. It can't just be, I love you, you love me, now we're bored and we fucking do absolutely nothing and I go to a dead-end job and nothing is exciting and my whole life is comfort and now I'm dead. Guys, I can't think of anything worse. I just can't. And as someone who has made significant decisions in my life where I have been this is not working for me. I have literally been doing this for so long that I forgot how not soul-serving this was for me. I literally have gotten so comfortable with mediocrity. Ooh, I've done that. You see all these lines? You see this double chin? That's where it comes from. All right, I love you guys so much. I love you, truly. And that's why I get on here and scream and spit on my own phone. And I hope that you have a great, great day.